Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, hello to you. If you are not, thank you for coming back to watch another video. So this video is all about advice for current graduate students or prospective graduate students. If you're a grad student now, this is for you. If you are an undergrad student and you desire to go to grad school one day, this is also for you. If you're in high school and you're trying to dream big and just get your whole life plan together, hey, that's fine. This video is for you as well. I just wanted to share some advice that I've learned with this being my second semester now, so I have 1 semester of grad school underneath my belt, as well as my process with applying and looking for grad programs. So I wrote out some tips here. Let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is applying to grad programs. You want to make sure you narrow your search. You want to make sure that you can align your interests and what it is that you want to do with a school that is best for you. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a private or a public institution? Are you looking for a research-based institution? Are you looking for a program that does not require the GRE? What's the length of the program that you're interested in? There are so many questions that you can ask yourself to help narrow down your search. For me, I was specifically looking for an institution that did not require the GRE because I did not take the GRE and I did not want to. So that was my number one thing. The way in which I narrowed my search is by looking for schools that do not require the GRE, that are in-state, and that also have good ratings for my program of interest, which is higher education and student affairs. Eastern does not require the GRE, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm here. Another big thing to consider is funding. How are you going to afford your master's degree? The average cost for a master's degree today ranges between $30,000 and $120,000. The cost varies depending on the university and the master's program itself, but that's a lot of money. So for me, again, I left Michigan with some loans and I said this verbatim in my prayers. I said, Lord, if I'm going to go to grad school, please make a way where I don't have to pay for it at all. I dream big, I pray big, because I know that my God is big and he can do exceedingly and abundantly above all that I may ask or think. Ephesians 3:20. So I made sure to say, Lord, if it is a part of your plan for me to go to grad school, please pay for everything, cover it all, cover my tuition, all of that. When I came across EMU's higher ed program, I saw that they had graduate assistantships. Graduate assistantships are paid work experiences for grad students in their field of study. They allow grad students to expand in their discipline, knowledge, and skills of the field that they're interested in, while also paying for their tuition or part of their tuition. Depends on the university. They'll give you a certain credit limit with how much they'll pay for, and while also providing a stipend. And the amount that you get also depends on the university or the program. So again, when I looked into EMU, I saw that they had graduate assistantships as a graduate hall director, where you live in one of the residence halls, you oversee a staff of RAs, you oversee the building, and you work in housing. They pay for up to 9 credits a semester for your master's degree, so basically paying for your tuition. They also provide you with housing, and they provide you with stipend and a meal plan. I said, Lord, this is perfect. You must have heard my cry, because here it is. Well, guess what? I reached out to the apartment and I got hit back with the quick, unfortunately, all of our positions are filled for the year. So I said, you know what? Well, maybe it's not for me, Lord. Maybe it's not my time yet. It's all right. The woman I emailed who told me that the positions were filled also told me to send her my resume and that she would reach out to me if anything opened up. Well, y'all, guess what? It wasn't not even a week later, she responds back to me saying 1 position opened up, and she asked if I wanted to interview for it the next day. Y'all, I said, oh my gosh, yes. I responded with yes and exclamation points. I had my interview the next morning and I got the job. A blessing. Look for graduate assistantships because they come in handy. Okay, so now you narrowed your search, you know the school you want to go to. Now it's time to submit that application. Have a strong personal statement. Whoever is reading your personal statement or your essay should really feel that you really want to go into this field. The passion should be there. I received my bachelor's degree in English language and literature, so I love writing. When I give people advice about writing and how to go about writing papers, you want to be unique. Captivate their attention. Tell a story. I always make sure that the first sentence in my introduction automatically captures your attention. You're going to be hooked when you read the first line in the first paragraph. So you want to make sure that you stand out. So now, congratulations, you're accepted into grad school. Now what? Stay organized. Get a planner. Write out your assignments. Grad school consists of a lot of readings, and a lot of papers, and it's easy to fall behind. So you want to make sure that you are organized and that you have a clear overview of the assignments that you have for the week, for the month, whatever the case may be. Make sure you're organized. Whether it's a physical planner, I have a physical planner. I'm big on writing, so I can't really do Google Calendar. However, I do use it because I have to for work sometimes. But still, even what's in Google Calendar is all in my planner. So whatever you have to do, make sure you are staying organized and you are on top of your assignments. Map out your goals and center your passion, because sometimes the readings can be very dense, long, and boring. And anytime I come across a reading that is dense, long, and boring, I remind myself of my passion and my interest, and I ask myself, how can I apply that to what I'm reading? What can I take out of this reading to help me grow in the passion or interest that I want to pursue once I get my master's degree? The functional area of multicultural affairs, that's my prime. So I'm always thinking about how can I enhance my knowledge and understanding of that field. So even when you have to do a paper, don't just do it because the professor is making you do it. No, use that time to really grow and learn about the field that you're interested in. Do research on it. Utilize your time in grad school. Don't just do these assignments to pass by. No, you better get the most out of this time as you can. Focus on learning, not grades. That's the biggest part about grad school. You're here to learn. You already got your bachelor's, great. Now we're going to master's level. You want to master that subject. And first off, you never master anything. Life is all about learning, but for the sake of the degree, yeah, you want to master the subject that you are passionate about. So focus on learning, not grades. The more you focus on learning, the better your grades will be. The more you focus on grades, the less learning you're going to get of the subject material. Time management. I'm gonna say it again. Time management. That is something that I struggled with last semester. I really didn't realize the workload that grad school consists of. And you gotta remember, I'm also a graduate hall director. That alone is a lot. That alone is a lot. Then I'm a grad student and I have other responsibilities outside of Eastern. So having a balance in keeping time management a priority. Yes, I love Sundays. They're my planning days. I sit down on Sundays and I really look at the week and I say, okay, what are my priorities this week? And that's what I'm listing first. Everything else can follow, but I'm making sure that I hit my priorities and I knock them out the ballpark first. Time management, you gotta have it. Create a work-life balance. Make sure that you're having fun, because grad school can be very stressful. So it's important that you have a healthy work-life balance where you incorporate some fun into your work and you're not solely studying or reading or typing, writing. That's nasty. Make sure you have some fun in there. Practicing self-care. It is so important that you make time for yourself. Check in with yourself. Tell people no. That's another thing that I really improved on last semester, is telling people no. For the longest time, I always felt like I had to say yes. And that is not the case for you either. No, that's not the case at all. Say no. Sometimes you just gotta say no. And sometimes no explanation is needed. Don't take on too much. Just say no. Another way to practice self-care is by checking in with yourself often. Reflect. Self-reflection. How am I doing? How is Shamiyah doing today? How am I feeling today? What's going on? Do I need to step back? Do I need to slow down? Check in with yourself. Stay in tune with yourself. Find a hobby that you love doing. Right now I'm binge watching Scandal on Netflix. Or I'll read. I love reading. As you can see, my bookshelf is in the back. I love to read, so I'll get a good book. Right now I'm reading Healing the Soul of a Woman by Joyce Meyer. I'm loving that book. So reading, Netflix, YouTube, hanging out with friends and family, that's what I love to do. Sometimes I just like to be by myself, and there's nothing wrong with that as well. People say that I'm an extrovert. I love people. I'm very social. I consider myself to be a social butterfly. However, I'm an extrovert, but I need my introvert moments. There are days where I just need to draw back. Just give me some time to recuperate. I'll be with you in a second. Make sure you make time for yourself. It is so important that you do so, because if you don't, that can really affect your mental health, which can then affect your success as a grad student and just your success as a whole in general. Network with faculty, your cohort group, peers. Go to conferences, have conversations with people, step out of your comfort zone. Be friendly, because you never know who you're going to see again one day. So you want to make sure that you are getting to know people, build relationships, connect. Keep a file of the courses that you've taken. So within Google Drive, I have a folder of all of my classes that I've taken so far. So I have a folder that says Fall 2018, and within that folder are my 3 courses, and within the individual folder I have the syllabi for the class, I have the assignments, the readings uploaded, all of that. I started that again for this semester. I have Winter 2019, my 3 courses, and the syllabi in each folder and the assignments. And the reason why I believe it's important to do that is because you never know when you can use some of that information to help enhance your understanding or learning later on. You never know when you can snag a reading to help with the next paper. And the last piece of advice I have for you is to keep God first. That is so important. God, for me, I would not be where I am today if it was not for God. I'm just saying, God is my foundation. God is my anchor. God is my source of joy. God is my source of hope, my source of peace, my source of comfort, my guide, my provider. God is everything to me. If I didn't have my focus on Him and solely on Him, I don't know. I don't know how things would be right now. If one eye starts to drift, I'm already feeling some type of way. So it's really important that you keep your mind stayed on Him. Keep your heart stayed on Him. Guard your heart, guard your mind. Read His word, read God's word. Know it for you. Memorize scripture, stand on scripture, meditate on the word. Y'all, this is everything to me. This is everything. I have like quite a few Bibles, to be honest. This is my Slimline NIV Bible. God needs to be the top priority in your life, always, because if He's not, you're not going to have true, you'll never be fulfilled. You'll never be fulfilled. You'll never be satisfied. You'll never have all of these things, the degrees, money, accolades, all of that are temporal satisfactions. God is the only eternal satisfaction. So it's important that you make Him your source, your hope, your peace, your guide. He's your Father. Love on Him. Spend time with Him every day. I'm just speaking for myself. It's important for me to do so because I know how it keeps me sane, it keeps me stable, it keeps me at peace. Working in a freshman dorm with 250 students is a lot. And on top of that, being a grad student is a lot. I also have a nonprofit where I go to Michigan every week. I'm involved in 2 Bible classes, one at my church on Thursday nights, one with Bible Study Fellowship early Wednesday mornings. I'm on committees. I have staff meetings. I lead staff meetings. It can all be a lot, but I'm telling you, the more I keep my mind on God, the more I'm just walking through and I'm just like breezing. I'm good. I don't really feel the weight that, you know, if I listed out to you all that I have to do and all of the responsibilities I have, you would probably say, wow. But for me, it doesn't feel that way. It only starts to feel that way when I take my mind off of Him and I start to focus on my schedule and focus on what I have to do. So it's really important that you keep your mind set on God. I hope these tips really helped you. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, y'all. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.